Can I tell you a secret? Any dropshipping product can be a winner. You just need to know what buttons to press. You see, my friend, I've had my finger on the dropshipping pulse for a while now. I've seen the free plus shipping offers. I've seen the rise and fall of gurus like Kevin Zhang. And I talk to some of the most successful and least successful dropshippers on a daily basis. And what I realized is that any product can be a winner. Now you're probably thinking, Ethan, did you finally lose it? Did you hit your head down the stairs or lose all your money on crypto horse gambling? And while I don't like to talk about how much money I lost betting on my prize doped up horse Buttercup, let me ask you this. What competitive advantages does a pro dropshipper have versus a brand new one, assuming they have the same budget and resources? I mean, is it products? Well, if they both have the same tools, then they're probably going to see the same products as well. I mean, let's face it, everyone has the same idea of a winning product. It's wow factor. It's good margins. It works. It's like a law of science at this point. You just don't change it. So then, is it websites? Well, the difference in conversion rate between a ugly website or a conventionally beautiful website, it's like a coin toss. You never know what's going to convert better. In fact, my friend Brooksy right here, he took a new store from 0 to 1.4 million. And you're probably thinking, this website must be beautiful. It must have all the fancy gadgets. But when we take a deeper look at it and we go to the homepage, he didn't even fill out the short description about your testimonials. It's like a bad joke. It's so great. In fact, when we look at the copywriting, stop being cold. Get a heated jacket. It's genius. It's so bad that it works. So it can't be websites. But what about ads? You figured it out. Because in this dropshipping game where everyone is selling the same products and selling on the same platforms and getting the same laughable results, you don't want to be like everyone else. You're better than that. You're ahead of the curve, and you can't get uncommon results by following common methods. So the main way you can differentiate yourself from everyone else is by being a better marketer. Whoa, that was kind of weird, but I guess we're talking about marketing. So how do you become a better marketer than everyone else you're competing with? Well, I believe it starts with having a deeper understanding of your customer and their desires with your product than the rest of the competition. So let's say hypothetically we're selling this product right here, and no, it has nothing to do with pregnancy. You're not going to see any big belly women today, but with this product, this is a power scrubber, so cleaning tool. Now, in general, most people, when they come up with product descriptions, ads, anything like that, they're going to do two things. One, they're going to be super lazy and let's just go to the website of our competitors. Let's just copy everything here and boom, we're about to be a freaking trillionaire like Mr. Bezos. Or option number two, you assume you know everything about the product and why someone would buy it because you're an absolute genius and no one ever questions you at all. You just have a bunch of yes men around you that says, yes, boss, that is exactly why they would buy this product. It's easy to clean the bathroom. It makes it super easy to do. And that's also the wrong approach. See, when you're starting to write a description or ads, the reason why this first approach doesn't work is because most people that are beginner marketers don't do the research. So you shouldn't be copying people that are doing something the wrong way. That's like copying the stupidest person in the class and assuming you're going to get an A+. It's not going to happen, buddy. So first off, what you should do to be original and get that A+ on your product description is hop on over to Amazon, look up your product, and scroll down to the reviews because this will give you a great baseline as to what you should be saying in your ads and descriptions. So let's just look at this review right here. I bought this to remove the dirt that accumulates in between the in my kitchen. It's great. I use Windex and this charge lasted me almost 2 hours. So, okay. First thing that you should do, identify the most common benefits and things that people are saying in the reviews over and over and over again. If this review is just a one-off or this guy was like, oh yeah, I use this to clean my dog, then you probably shouldn't be saying that in your description unless everyone else is using this power scrubber to clean their dog. So again, that's where you're like, okay, maybe I really didn't know why people would use this product. And you never know until you do the research. But you should be looking at reviews and saying, okay, what are the commonalities? What are the keywords I'm seeing over and over and over again? What are the phrases I'm seeing over and over and over again? Then you should copy those into your descriptions and in your ads. So the first thing here, I love this scrubber. it allows me to clean my kitchen floor in 10 minutes. That's a great headline right there. Easily clean your kitchen in 10 minutes or less. That could be something that we use once we read these different benefits here. I was skeptical, but wow, I was surprised. My shower was incredibly dirty. So that's another thing that you can do in your description. If you say, hey, if your showers and bathrooms are so incredibly dirty and you are tired of bending over and cleaning them, this product is exactly designed for you because it allows you to stand straight up and clean your bathroom spotless without deteriorating your body or without hurting your body. So again, this is something that you would say if you notice over and over and over again. And you should be reading 50, 100, 150 reviews. Honestly, the more you read, the better. So I would say though, if you do your homework, it's going to show. Your conversion rate's definitely going to go up. So again, works great on tile showers. So hey, that might be something you want to address specifically, that this works perfectly cleaning the crevices and cracks in between tile showers, which could be the nagging problem. So again, first off, definitely get a baseline by reading customer reviews because that will help you definitely separate from everyone else that's not already doing that. Now, the next thing you can do is hop on over to PP Ads or AdSpy and look at other ads that were successful for the similar type of product that you're selling. So I went to PP Ads right here, looked up Power Scrubber, and let's see, we already saw this first ad, but let's see ad number 2. Okay, so we're seeing a toothbrush to try to clean in between those crevices, and now we're seeing, oh, we got a power scrubber. Now, obviously this isn't the same exact one, but it can give us a bit of an idea, and really what I would say you're looking for is benefits. So you're looking for benefits that you could potentially use and maybe revise a little bit to become even better. You just want to get that baseline, and you want to get all these ideas together so that you can refine them and make them in your own way with your writing. And this is how you get better at copywriting in general. Take all the ideas, don't be a copycat, but definitely refine and get inspired by it because it's not copying, you're just refining. So right here, it has 3 different brush heads to choose from. That's a horrible benefit. So this is the reason why this ad has 7 likes. It is absolutely horrific. So I would not model that. Let's go over here. What do we have actually down here? So do we have anything with, let's say 100,000 plus impressions? I would say that's a good baseline. So we'll do, okay, 200,000 is not bad either. Okay, so we got a voiceover. This person's cleaning. Awesome. So it can expand or detract so you can get into those hard to reach corners. Again, these are great ways to get benefits. I also would recommend hopping onto video platforms like YouTube and TikTok whenever you are trying to sell a good product and getting benefits, because they will also give you a ton of information that you can use and new lines that you never even thought of. So we have this TikTok right here playing. This woman is reviewing the product. She's showing it off. Let's see if there's any text benefits that she's going to mention. Okay, so it comes with a wall mount with charger, so maybe that's something people do care about. She's showing it off, cleaning the sink. Okay, cool. So again, this is where just do as much research as humanly possible and your marketing is going to be better just based off that. And then finally, if you really want, you can definitely look at your competitors for inspiration as well. I just wouldn't recommend it as the first thing, but really you're trying to reverse engineer. You are trying to figure out what are people saying as to the reason why they bought it. And you just need to say that in your description and ads, and that's how you'll get people to buy, because the more relatable your copy is, the more you're inside the brain, the more you can say specific scenarios that people are thinking about in their head when they're trying to think, do I need this product? The better. That's how you convince people to buy. So let's do search image with Google Lens. We'll do a reverse Google image search. This is probably the best way I know of finding competitors. So let's see. We're looking for something that's not Amazon or Walmart. We got Volcani here. I wonder if there's anything else. Cleanerize. Ooh, that sounds like a good brand here. So let's see what they got. Okay, cool. So another good line that we haven't already seen. So do you spend a lot of time cleaning the bathroom and kitchen while hurting your backs and knees? Okay, something a little more just straight into the point, because that's just a little bit too long for me. But again, what I would do, copy these specific scenarios, put it into a document, and see if you can expand upon it or minimize it if it's too long of a benefit. Like this one right here. Perfect for cleaning kitchen, bathrooms, garden, car. That is such a filler sentence. That's when you know people just don't know what they're doing because they haven't done the research. I mean, did people mention garden at all or car in those reviews? No, they did not. So again, that just proves the lack of research. So you could say this is perfect for cleaning those pesky shower tiles and getting dirt from those hard to reach places in your bathroom or shower. That proves a specific scenario that your customer will be thinking about in their head when they're subconsciously convincing themselves to buy this power scrubber. So after you do that research, I would say you're ahead of 99% of people you're competing with, which is great, but you now need to create a winning ad in order to really separate yourself. So the first place I would start with that is getting inspiration through looking at other ads. So I use PP ads all the time, and whenever I see a good ad, I'm saving it immediately. Now, I would say there's 2 types of products out there in the dropshipping space. There's problem solving and then non-problem solving. And when you study the ads of problem solving products, you're gonna notice a specific framework that they pretty much all use. And we'll cover that a little later because you should be scripting your ads. Every single clip in your ad needs to serve a purpose. And if you're just willy-nilly finding a bunch of clips on the internet or sending your product to an influencer without any idea as to what you want, you're gonna fail. And I see so many people that say, hey Ethan, I split tested 3 different ads and they're all so good. But the only thing they actually split tested was the music or the opening clip. And sometimes that works, but really your ads should all have their own style. They should all have a different purpose and angle that they have. So maybe one ad is a how to use your product. Maybe ad 2 is just showing it off a little. Ad 3, they should all have their own unique flavor to them. So Mudwater is a specific brand that I want to show off to you because with them, what they did is they did start with all these different frameworks, but then they found out the framework that works the best for them. And now all they do is just follow the same framework, but have different people using the product following the framework. So I'll show you right now. So this first framework, as we can see right here, they use a TikTok hook. That is how they open up the clip. And what they like to do is have people order their product. They have a voiceover of them saying, yo, this product's so dope. Mudwater, yeah, mushrooms in a jar. I absolutely love that stuff. I honestly don't know how much makeup you can put on a pig because you're drinking literal mushrooms. I mean, but I can't knock their marketing hustle because they really know what they're doing. This is one of the best marketed drink brands. So as you can see right here, showing off the product, and I can guarantee he's talking about all the benefits at the end.
To start, I usually rock with the ice mud just because it's kind of the easiest to make. Don't judge me. But it also tastes great. So, yeah, cheers to quitting coffee.
Good call to action at the end, but they love UGC ads. So let's see if we can find anything else. I'm getting ready to make Mudwater, and look at how long these ads are. They definitely split tested shorter ads versus longer ads, and they found out that longer ads works better for them because anything above 30 seconds, you're really testing the attention span of these millennials. But I would say that works the best for them because they have a lot of information to convey. There's a whole story behind this product. It's not just another drink. It's a whole movement about quitting coffee, and they try to explain that with each ad. That's one of the main things they try to get across. They'll do problem, aggravate problem, introduce product, benefits, call to action. They do it every single time. Those are their most profitable ads, and you need to be the same way. When you're testing creatives and you find something that works and you know the exact framework as to why it worked, just do more of that and you will continue to scale a product way past 6 figures. So definitely study up so you can create some frameworks. But for this product right here, this is a laser cat beam toy. One of the frameworks that we always follow for problem solving products is problem, finding product, 2 benefits, transformation, and a call to action. I absolutely love transformation, and I would recommend putting this in your product descriptions as well because it really shows why you should buy the product. So for us, do you feel awful when you leave your little kitty at home? Well, this robot will be your cat's instant new best buddy. I mean, you can read it, but I really love now your cat can play even while you're away. I mean, it rhymes, and it just is such a good benefit. So with TikTok ads, you really have to have a tightrope where you're balancing between your ad having good enough benefits where it does sell people on clicking onto your website and buying, and then also not being too salesy where it gets people's attention sort of away and they just scroll up. So one of the best ways that we figured out to get people's attention is by having a TikTok hook. It really does disguise people that, this could be just a video and not a normal ad. So here's a list of 10 hooks that you can use in the opening clip of your ads to really disguise it and Trojan horse it as a TikTok. So one of the great ones that I love is 3 reasons why I love this cordless power scrubber. It really disguises, you can get straight into, okay, here are the benefits, here's the transformation, it changed my life, it made my health so much better because I can clean my house without worrying about back pain. Boom. If you want to check it out, click the link in my bio or just click the link in this ad. TikTok made me buy this is another great opener that you can use for selling literally any product on TikTok as well. Now that we got in that intro hook out of the way, the editing on your other clips and your entire ad in general matters a whole lot with TikTok. There's a certain style that really works with the UGC, and also making sure you're using music that's trending, and don't worry about copyright too much. I know it seems counterintuitive, but TikTok has some sort of deal going on where even if you use copyrighted music, it doesn't really get banned. I've never had a problem with ads or anything with copyrighted music on TikTok being the issue as to why an ad was rejected. So talkboard.com, or if you go into the TikTok app itself, upload your ad, go to the song section, and you'll see all of the most trending sounds right now if you go to the TikTok hot section, I believe. So that's another great thing that you can do. And then with your clips, they should be very fast paced. I'm talking 3-5 seconds getting to the next clip, getting to the next transformation, getting into the next reason why someone should buy now. I would also recommend having text benefits on screen so that if people don't have the audio on, they can easily see why they should buy your product. And you should have a text to speech or actual person reading off those benefits as well. So really, with all of your ads, having that narrator is so freaking powerful because it gives it a human element to your ads. And the more you can personalize it, the more you can connect with people, and people connect with humans, the better you will have your ad convert. So there's a lot of nuances when it comes to it. So fast clips, having the narrator, having good music, there's a lot of things we can cover. And I would say also try to keep it short and snappy. That's something I had to work on a lot because my ads, I try to put in as much information as humanly possible. But really, if you can convey the main 2 to 3 benefits, that's all you're going to need. And you should be able to do that in 15 to 20 seconds. So once you scripted out your ad and you're looking pretty saucy, the next thing I would recommend doing to source some good clips is go to Alibaba, go to TikTok. We already saw the best clips you're going to find for your product are always going to be on TikTok because they're native to the platform. So you can download these by copying the link, going onto a website called Snaptic, and easily getting it without the watermark. But you can also use other resources like YouTube. You can go to Alibaba. Now with this supplier, it's not the greatest because they have text on screen, but really your job when you're creating all these ads is to try to get as many clips as possible that are high quality, and you're usually going to find them on TikTok, YouTube, Alibaba, AliExpress. So definitely look in those places, gather as many clips as possible, figure out what your different benefits are going to be, what your different angles are for selling the product, because maybe one angle for this power scrubber is just solely on focusing on how it can help you clean your shower better. Then another one could be cleaning the whole home and the whole kitchen, and you can see which ad does better. You should always be split testing, and what I would recommend is creating about 5 different ads. Now, maybe you'll have just 2 different angles, so one is shower, but you could have 2 ads where it shows different clips of cleaning the shower, and then you have 3 ads where it's cleaning the home, but all of them have different clips. They have different hooks as well. So TikTok, maybe buy this cordless power scrubber, etc., etc. And when you do all that, I would recommend be patient with your ads too when you are testing. I know a lot of information as well, but let's actually get into media buying because that is a big part of it. And I have a whole video about media buying right here that you can check out. Now, if you're someone with a little bit of money to spend, I would highly recommend building your own content creation team. It does take a little bit of a while to train them and make sure they have the right experience, but it is so worth it where you can literally test any product, send it to your influencer, and they can film great content like this right here. This is one of our Blue Ocean digital influencers showing off this necklace. It looks super good. So that's one angle. She's got another angle that's very TikTok-y. The necklace, unbelievable. Look at these clips, short, simple, to the point. Here's a call to action on this ad. Some of them don't have call to actions, but man, it makes such a big difference when you can use UGC. Your conversion rate, your CTR, everything just drastically goes up. And if you're someone who's interested in working with me and my agency to have us test products for you by building one product stores, by having custom themes, by having custom content just like this, then you can book a call down below. In fact, we actually scaled 6 people in the past 30 days alone from 0 to 1 grand a day by doing everything I'm mentioning right here. And I get there's a lot of steps. So if you want to work with a team of experts to have you scale, in fact, we even took someone to 15 grand a day literally last month, then you can book a call down below. Now, with media buying, I noticed there's one problem I see a lot of people have when it comes to this. They always have the mindset that I should save my money. As soon as I'm spending money and there's no results, there's no add to carts, we got to kill it. It's not working. But what I've realized, and this frankly took me 4 years to learn, is that patience is the most underrated thing when it comes to your ads. You have to give these platforms time to optimize, because what are they doing in general when they show your ad the first day? They're casting it off to a broad net of people. They're seeing how they respond, and then they use that data to optimize usually a day, 2 later. But if you're just cutting it after the first day or half a day into it actually spending money, they don't get time to optimize. So a lot of times you're not going to get great results in the beginning. So let me show you this as a complete example. This campaign right here was launched by one of our media buyers for a client that we manage that is dropshipping. And you can see here, this was the first day data, $200 spent, 5-6 conversions, and the ROAS, it's not looking very good. I mean, we got a 0.5, 1.1, 1.3, and you know what we decided to do? We did nothing. And you're probably thinking, Ethan, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. You're just gonna waste this client's money? Well, let me show you what happened. Because after just letting it run an extra day, TikTok had more time to optimize, more time to show it to the right audience, and without changing anything, all of these campaigns went up by double or triple. I mean, look at the ROAS, 3.3, 2.3, 2.4. That is absolutely beautiful. So when it comes to your ads, you should be split testing, but you need to give each ad time because you can't just spend 10 bucks, 20 bucks. I get so many people saying, hey, Ethan, how do I test a product with $50? You can't. You're not going to get a proper read. You're just going to misevaluate it because you're not spending enough money. So I would recommend at least spending $150, $200. Let your product run for a couple days and then analyze the data to see where you need to improve and if the product has life. Because when you understand what to do in specific scenarios and you know what buttons to press, that's when you can really scale literally any product. So let's talk about how to react to certain scenarios so you know exactly what buttons to press. So first off, what I would recommend is a 5% add to cart ratio. That's usually the golden rule for most businesses. So if you get 100 website visitors, you want 5 of those to add to cart. If it's lower than that, that usually is going to be an offer problem, or your website's not trustworthy enough, your reviews just aren't there, or maybe you just don't have any reviews at all and you don't have an enticing offer and you just thought, okay, I can just throw up anything and it's like 2012 out here and it's somehow magically gonna work. But I got news for you, buddy. That's not how the wild, wild west works anymore. Now, from those add to carts, I expect usually a third of all my add to carts to convert to a sale. So if I get 100 add to carts, I want 33 purchases from that. Now, when it comes to measuring the performance of your ad, which is also very important, I typically look at 2 different metrics: CPC, CTR. Now for CPC, I aim for about 50 cents or less. Sometimes CPM is going to affect that. It usually will. CTR though is the most accurate metric for really evaluating if your ad is working. So for this ad, if it's above 1%, that's going to be a winning ad. And I've never had a product scale with an ad that is under 1%. So that should be what you're aiming for every single time. So when we look at this overall, we can see, okay, so our ads are doing pretty good. How many clicks? So we got 540 clicks. How many add to carts from that? I believe 5% is around 10. We got 36 add to carts. We're looking very, very good. And conversions from that, from 36, we got 23. That's nearly 60%. That is such a good number. So we are hitting our metrics 100%. But how do we react, let's say, if we're getting a lot of link clicks but very low add to carts? So if you're getting a good amount of link clicks but low add to carts, then obviously your ad's performing good, but there's something wrong with your website. So again, the first thing I would make sure you're doing is making sure that your reviews and testimonials are good, that you have some level of urgency. So for our websites, we always do for a limited time only, or this week only, get this offer before it expires. Now, typically when we're evaluating websites and we've done all that, we already know that's the baseline thing. What do we do if we're still getting very little add to carts? Usually the first thing we're going to change is the price. So we might lower it $2, might lower it $5. We just want to figure out what price is at least getting people to add to cart. And they're saying in their head, okay, that's pretty reasonable. Now, if we do make that change and we're noticing it's still not making a big difference, we typically will change the framework of the offer. So the real offer here is buy one, get one 40% off. So if no one's taking that offer and you can just easily go and set this up in automatic discounts, we typically will change this to a BOGO offer. If the margins allow it, we might change it to buy one, get one 70% off, but something needs to change. Buy one or buy two, get one off. You have to figure out what is a different offer if there is interest there. Now, if you are getting high add to carts but low sales, typically that's going to be an urgency issue because people are looky-loos. Let's be honest. We're on our phones, we're looking at it, we're like, should we really buy this today? Is this something we really need right now? And that's also going to be a copywriting thing. You have to convey they have a problem and this is an immediate pain point that they have to solve. But another thing you have to do is have some urgency. That for a limited time only, having that countdown timer saying, hey, this sale is going to really expire in like 30 minutes, buddy. So you better buy. Otherwise, you're going to have some trouble because everyone's on their phone and it's so easy to get distracted. You might get a text from your girlfriend saying, hey, I saw that you like Sarah's bikini picture. Is that the kind of guy you are? Well, guess what, buddy? There's going to be a lot of changes around here, and you're not going to get any of this badussy for a few months until you buy me dinner every single night. And if you're not getting any link clicks, then you're an absolutely terrible marketer, and you need to look at yourself in the mirror and say, God damn it, what the hell am I doing wrong? I deserve to be the best. I need to be the best. And you should have a Rocky-like montage where you study every ad that's ever been existed in the universe and study why it was profitable and how how you can do exactly the same. But I will admit there is a silver lining when it comes to testing products. If you have spent at least $200, if you tested 5 different creatives and you're just not getting momentum, it is good to cut away and move on because, yeah, that product just isn't interesting enough. So let's actually get into product research criteria, because I know I was lamponing and bashing it, but it actually does play a pretty big part in your success. So the first thing is, yes, you should have wow factor with every product. So this product right here, very, very wow factor. I mean, you're looking at it, it's a grenade, there's BBs going on, shooting guns. I mean, this is really, really interesting stuff. So wow factor is a very big part. Is it an iteration on an already proven concept, which this product, yes, it's like a Nerf gun, but it shoots out these little water bullets, I mean, pellets, whatever you want to call it. I just would imagine shooting my friends after they betrayed me and said my dropshipping store wouldn't work, and I pull this up, do a little drive-by experience and see how they were feeling afterwards. But yes, I love these types of products because wow factor is there. And the next thing, which is huge, and I know I'm supposed to be like the TikTok is for everyone guy, but with TikTok, it actually is more of a younger platform. I can admit it. It is for the 13 to 17-year-olds. Charlie D'Amelio doing the whoa. Everyone goes crazy. But yes, you want to find these types of products that do appeal to younger audiences and are very general. Literally, anyone can buy this type of product. It's not like if you're in a specific niche. I mean, people in beauty that like beauty can buy this product. People that love sports can buy this product. So I would look for more general products that aren't limited by the niche, because those products that are more niche down, I would say works better on Facebook, because with Facebook, you can do more interest targeting and you can really narrow down on a specific audience. But with TikTok, after doing a lot of testing, we found out general products that appeal to younger demographics work the best. Now, margin also plays a part into it. You should be looking for products you can at least get a $20 margin on with TikTok. And if you're selling on Facebook, I would say that margin definitely increases, because you have to keep in mind, you have to get customers for a good CPA, cost per acquisition. And typically with TikTok, you can do it consistently at $10 or lower. But if your margin isn't there, it's just not going to work out. So $20 margins has to be the bare minimum. And I would say the final thing is timing. Timing is so underrated, because I'll have products that 3 months ago I have scaled, I have tested this with my clients, and we're doing really good numbers, $500, $1,000 a day. And then 3 months later, after I've already saturated the market, I'll have another client that's recently joined, or a student say, hey, Ethan, should I test this product? It's got everything. And I'm like, yeah, it does have everything, but it's already been saturated. It's already had its course. And a way you can tell if a product has sort of run its course is you can look it up on Google search. So I know one of these products, this magnetic pen toy, it basically separates. It can be pretty cool. You can look at keywords everywhere. It's a great tool, and you can see the different search trending. So if we do the last, I would say 3 months, we can see, okay, there was some interest and then it sort of died out. And this specific product was one product that we did scale to $500 a day. And then we had a lot of clients literally last week say, hey, can we test this? But the timing was not right. So you need to be able to evaluate and find products that are working right now and be able to test them efficiently within 3 days or within a week. Get everything prepared together, because if it takes you a month or two to prepare something, it's going to be too late and you're going to lose a lot of money. Now, the final way you can make any product a winner is through your website. Now, there's 2 main things I would definitely focus on. First, that your website is mobile friendly and that it loads pretty fast, because people are so ADD with TikTok. It's so adrenaline rush. You can just swipe up and there's immediately something amazing on screen. So if they click on your ad, if they give you the time of day to waste their time or invest their time to learning more about your product and seeing if it's for them, you better make sure that site loads up fast, because every second really does matter. So first thing, you can see your website if it's mobile friendly. So I've done a ton of tests. I always will open my phone, pull up my website and see if it looks good and if there's anything I need to change around. Then the next thing is I'll use Google Page Insights and GT Metrics. These are both great tools for evaluating your speed score. And I've already mobile optimized this website, and I've done speed score optimization as well. And you can easily do this by hiring someone on Fiverr. I've actually used this guy before to optimize some of our brands, and it works so freaking well. And if you're wondering what these people actually do, because it's a bit of a mystery, basically they look at your pictures and they optimize them, and there's certain ways to do that so that it's less code. They're just not as big of size, but it doesn't actually compromise the quality of the images. So there's stuff like Crush.pics that you can download as a Shopify app, and it optimizes all your photos and makes them smaller without sacrificing that quality. So I'd highly recommend that app. And if you're also someone who downloads every freaking app that's ever been existed, you're going to be paying in speed score, because whenever you download an app, it will add code to your website. And the more code you have on your website, the more HTML that the phone has to load when they click on it, the slower the speed score. So if you do download a ton of apps, and even if you delete them, the code doesn't get deleted. So hiring someone like this to look at the code, see if it's actually being used, and then remove any extra or old code that isn't being used anymore is so freaking valuable to optimize your speed score and conversion rate so you can make that bank. So I would say when you do these speed scores, if you're saying like, okay, what should I aim for? First off, I know GT metrics, they're usually a little more friendly with it. So they say I have a 95% performance score, which is pretty good. I'm scrolling down, images are good, fonts. Now, when it comes to fonts, you can actually optimize this by only doing sans serif fonts. Those are the best ones to use. So mono is a good one. Again, like anything sans serif works. Now, when it comes to images, typically you don't want to use GIFs because those take up a lot of space. However, I would say GIFs have worked really well for me. So I would only limit yourself to having one GIF or one video on your product page. If you have more, that is drastically going to hurt your speed score. And I think that's really, at the end of the day, if you do have more, it's not going to have the results you're looking for. So just stick to one. And if you use Google Page Speed Insights, they actually break down pretty much exactly what is causing your speed score to be low. So as you can see here, using video formats for animated content, yes. So they saw the GIF, they don't like it. You know, they're gonna want me to just use a photo instead. Scrolling down, third-party code. So I actually do have some old code. I have not optimized this website in a bit because I was adding some extra apps. So like stamp.io, yeah, I don't even use that anymore, and it's slowing down my website as a result. So you can really break down everything with these. And again, just hire someone to optimize it. And I would say you're aiming for 3 seconds or less for fully loaded time. So as you can see right here on GT metrics, 2.1 seconds, that's really good. So I'm definitely fine with that. If you're above that, if you're in the 4, 5, 6 range, you should be looking at optimizing. Now, I would say the final thing you can do is make sure that your website is branded. It's got clean branding on it. And I know that's more of something that I focus on. Whenever I have a successful brand, I'd rather the website look good and presentable if I'm going to share it with my friends than ugly and despicable. I don't want it. So I would always make sure your color scheme's looking good, that you're using the same colors, black, white, and a third color. So for this brand, I was using pink as that third color, and just make sure that everything flows together. That, okay, this section I'm going to inform people. This next section I'm going to talk about benefits. Okay, now I'm going to have some trust badges. Now finally wrap it up with the testimonial. You need to look at other websites, figure out what framework works the best, usually by copying your competition is sort of a good way to figure out what framework works. And then finally, you can make that differentiator from the rest and make any product a winner.